Hey everyone, welcome to Zeitgeistzealots. I'm Forrest.
I'm Major.
I'm Robbie.
Today we're going to talk about episode 4 of Loki, episode 2 of Rick and Morty for this season, and possibly Bad Batch, if anyone else watched it besides me, which I don't think.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay, we can talk about it a little bit. All right, so this episode was, I think we can all agree, was better than the last one.
Yeah.
And it's very strange. So. It was not only an improvement of the last one, but it made me dislike the last one even more because we got more exposition into Sylvie in the first 3 minutes than we did in the entire episode of episode 3.
Yeah, so just like intros.
What a waste of time episode 3 was.
Feel sorry for her. It's basically literally erased her life.
Like we got like more of that in just a few, like literally 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, why I kind of feel sorry for
character development for her in those small 3 minutes that we did in the entire like hour of the last episode. So it really just tells you how useless episode 3 was, except in the fact that she and Loki were able to bond that episode, and that was sort of like how they were able to be found. But
if they never went there, they'd never have to be found.
That's true. Yeah. So, so basically, they got off Lamentus because them falling in love was the Nexus event, or a really big Nexus event, and
which doesn't make a lot of sense because they were in an apocalypse, right? So it went, according to their logic of the TV show,
they can do anything, in an apocalypse, but
and it shouldn't show up. But this time it did.
It was so astronomically impossible
because it was such a Nexus event.
That's how
Which I'm totally fine with, but it's like a dumb reason. Like Loki falling in love with himself. Like self-esteem is that much of a Nexus event for him. Yeah. Loki's first friend.
And she's like so different from him. You can't really even look at it as like himself.
Yeah.
I grew up differently. Didn't really grow up like anything that Loki had, except like her childhood in a way, maybe.
Yeah.
Lots of things can happen
by Loki. So
when your timeline got erased.
Right. Or you got erased from the timeline.
Yeah, because I was thinking that at first too. But
as we found out. Yeah. So,
hey, I'm all for it. If they wanna hook up, that's fine with me. If not, that's fine with me.
It definitely seemed a little weird at first.
Self-love, yeah. So, what did y'all think about Sif coming back? I think it was like the next big thing to happen after they returned to the TVA.
This seems like true hell. Having to relive like one of your worst memories over and over and over and over again.
Well,
especially if it getting kicked in the nuts.
Well, I won't say they ripped it off, but they definitely. I've seen that before in the show Preacher. Like if in season 2, when Arseface goes to hell, basically hell for everyone is basically reliving your worst memory over and over again. I don't know if that was Loki's worst memory, but it was definitely just a bad memory that he was reliving over and over again. But
especially if you're getting hit every time in the memory.
But
and he probably feels each one. I don't think he's going to reset.
And you can squeeze in a cameo real fast.
But I've seen that before on Preacher, so I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen it before too.
Well, that actor got to practice that line. Just of her coming out there in the memory.
Oh yeah, she's like, I hope you we can use all the takes because they're all going to go in the show anyway.
Yeah.
So
we'll take like the top 10 takes.
But yeah, it was kind of weird she wasn't in Dark World. I mean, she wasn't in the last Thor movie, but I think she's coming back in the 4th one.
Yeah, I think that was a scheduling issue.
Maybe, but it makes sense because like all his supporting cast are dead anyway, besides like Heimdall. Like the Warriors 3 are dead.
I thought Heimdall
got killed off like pretty undramatically in the 3rd movie. It was kind of strange.
Yeah, Helena really wrecked that place. Really, like, Ragnaroked it.
For a second and like boom, dead. Hogan lasted a little bit longer, but I hope they at least bring back. I don't know if they'll like bring the Warriors 3 back when they're dead, but maybe they can because Ragnarok's about like rebirth. So maybe we'll see them like reborn, but I would like to see Balder in the 4th movie. He's pretty important to the Thor comics, but I don't know. We'll just see. So Sif came back. I guess she'll be back in a few other Marvel movies like Thor, Love and Thunder, and we'll just see. So, okay, so after Sif came back and he was reliving memory or whatever, Mobius went to go see Renslayer. And then he's starting to. Well, no, Loki told him the TVA is lying to him, and then Mobius.
Right, they had the interrogation.
His doubts about Renslayer, so we stole Renslayer's time thingy, and he saw the Hunter from last episode or the 2 episodes ago saying she had genuine memories. So, did any of y'all think that Mobius's like revelation was a little too convenient or too rushed, or was it organic for y'all? Or did y'all think that they probably should have waited an episode to betray TVA?
I thought B-15's was pretty organic. I felt that Mobius's was a little rushed. And I felt like they could easily just like exchange another line of dialogue, B-15 and Mobius later on, like following up after when he tells B-15 that Loki said that the TVA was lying to them. Like I think just like another line of dialogue later on, it would have helped like made it more believable.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if B-15 was less believable than Mobius's.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's going to be gone completely yet, because one thing a YouTube video I watched pointed out was there's a piece in the trailer with Mobius in it that hasn't shown up yet, so he might be coming back somehow.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, spoiler alert: Loki gets pruned.
Yeah,
right.
And he didn't disappear.
He didn't die. I mean,
so what do you think happened there?
Well, Rob, did you watch the after credits?
Yeah, I watched that scene when it showed like cosplayer Loki, as you said.
Oh yeah, cosplayer Loki, and Brat Loki.
And then alligator.
Yeah, alligator Loki.
I missed the alligator the first time I watched it.
I did too, actually.
Yeah. And then I watched it a second time. And I was like, oh, there's an alligator. He's holding an alligator. I wonder if that was the alligator talking.
We know what happened to Mobius, Rob. He ran into Hansel, the cowboy, and Lightning McQueen.
We just got vanished to a different Disney, movie universe.
Yeah. So basically, I guess Loki's in sort of. I mean, we can cut to the end since we're already on it. But yeah, I guess Loki's in some sort of limbo where all variants go. Maybe like some sort of like purgatory limbo sort of place.
That's one thing.
So the timeline, they're not technically dead.
Right. Like they probably just moved to a different timeline, an alternate dimension, a different timeline.
Yeah. They're just like, get out of our timeline.
Did y'all notice the crumbling Avengers Tower to the right?
Yeah. So they're in
New York. Yeah. I did not notice that till I watched like an Easter egg video thing.
And I also didn't notice the first time, but like, the 4 variants standing over, just like when the Avengers are standing over him at the end of the first Avengers movie. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I think the music's the same too, so I thought it was
that's a good call out.
So, okay, so what else? So Mobius decides to suddenly believe Loki just because of, basically, and like his only justification is like, all right, promise me you're not lying, even though
you've lied to me 50 times in the last 10 minutes.
You lie, yeah. So
yeah,
I thought it was a bit inconvenient, but I did. It was sad to see him get pruned. Even though
hopefully he comes back.
I hope he has a jet ski back there.
Yeah. That'd be great if they cut to him riding a jet ski.
He does look like the kind of guy that would be out at the beach or something.
Yeah.
Just take the suit off and stuff.
So let's go to the biggest reveal of the episode is that the timekeepers are robots, which I think we all were speculating as was the case, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Or at least they weren't real.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz type figures.
I'm still wondering if Miss Minutes will come back.
But I was surprised they actually showed them, so that was kind of cool. Even though
right?
I was surprised they showed they were androids like that quickly too. Actually,
yeah, it was like, oh, these aren't the bad guys.
We've been trying to see them for so long, and then like, what was it, 5-10 minutes later?
Well, this whole episode.
Oh, well, they're androids.
They're like, this worked well for Snoke, so let's just do it again in Marvel.
Well, Snoke wasn't a robot. He was a clone.
No, I'm saying he was the bad guy, and they had a big build up to the bad guy, and then they killed him off like super fast.
Well, the original intention wasn't for Snoke to be a clone of Palpatine. That was just,
Yeah, I'm just talking about episode 8.
Course correcting, yeah. So, but I think the intention was for the timekeepers to be robots. So
yeah, no, I'm saying like they were built up, and then killed off super fast after they were revealed.
So I think that the dominant theory online is that Kang is behind the TVA. The other, I think, theory is maybe another Loki variant.
I think Rob's probably spot on. I think Miss Minutes, she's an AI who controls mindless robots better than AIs.
Oh yeah, since she's like an AI, she can be anywhere and like process everything happening super quickly
and control robots.
I'm gonna be disappointed. I hope she has this different form though. I'm gonna be really disappointed if a talking feminine clock.
Well, that'd be pretty good. It'll probably be Kang, just disguised as Miss Minutes.
Or they reveal someone who created Miss Minutes or something.
Yeah. So I'm sure we'll see her in episode 2 or 5 or 6. There's gonna be like another twist at the end of the 5th episode. So I don't know. I think we
see at the end we see Sylvie about to interrogate Renslayer. What do you think she's gonna find out?
I don't know. Well, she seems sort of scared. She was like, "Tell me, I'd rather die than betray who's ever really in charge." So I don't know. I'm not gonna get my hopes up with Kang because everyone got their hopes up with Mephisto and WandaVision.
Yeah, I don't get my hopes up. It's fun to speculate, but I don't let it like bum me out if it doesn't happen.
Oh, and I think people got their hopes up with Power Broker. I think everyone thought Zola was going to be in Falcon Winter Soldier. I don't think.
We found out who the Power Broker was, right?
We found out who it was, but people were thinking it was Zola. Though.
Oh yeah, well, that just because it was a real brand situation. Like, why is she the Power Broker? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
why would she blow up her own lab? I can't believe I remember any part of that dumb TV show.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see next episode what happens. But yeah, I guess prediction. We lost Robbie. I guess predictions for next episode is the other Lokis and the real Loki. I haven't watched the promo yet, so I'm speculating. But I guess they're gonna find a way back to the main timeline, or whatever. So, but yeah, it was
probably.
Good. I think episode 2 is still my favorite.
Yeah, not sure what I would say so.
Yeah. So the TV has always been the strength of the show, and not having it last episode was a mistake, and not a mistake, but just the reason I think no one liked the last episode. But they got back to the TVA stuff this episode, and it was definitely an improvement. But I still think episode 2 is the best.
Owen Wilson better come back. That's all I'm saying.
His whole intro into the TVA was kind of funny and cool.
Yeah.
All his reactions to everything happening.
Did
everyone watch Bad Batch, or should we do Rick and Morty next?
I didn't watch Rick and Morty.
Oh, so you only watched Bad Batch?
Oh, you didn't watch the second Rick and Morty?
No, I couldn't find it.
Oh man,
I think I bought it on Amazon. It was like $2. So.
Oh, that's probably worth it.
Yeah.
I could just record it on my DVR like I said I would, and then I completely forgot. I set a reminder on my phone for tonight.
Lost Robbie. Bloop. Yeah, erased from the timeline. Got pruned. All right, well, we'll talk about Bad Batch then, since Rob's not here.
All right, you'll have to remind me most about the episode. I watched it, and I actually wasn't on my phone this time. It was a good episode. I'm really liking it. It was like saying
it
like
was a
generic
lot more, exposition with the fledgling empire. So basically, like they took over this planet.
Oh, the separatist planet. That's right, with the king or whatever.
Senator Singh, yeah. So basically, the Empire was taking over this planet. It used to be a separatist confederacy of the independent star systems.
Right.
So basically, he's going to like abdicate his throne or whatever. And he says like, no, screw this, screw the Empire.
I have to do this. I have to do what's best for my people.
Yeah.
Oh, Major, do you have the third episode like set to DVR tonight?
No, but I have a reminder on my phone to set it after this.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to miss any more.
Yeah, so
I'm sure they'll be playing. They've been playing the second episode all the time on Cartoon Network.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll just look for it. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're not.
I was just looking on the streaming services, being very disappointed with HBO Max not having it like the next day or same day.
So back
to the Bad Batch.
Yeah. Robbie, you didn't watch this one?
No, I haven't been home.
Okay, so
That's why I'm on my phone having like connection issues right now.
okay. Yeah, so basically we learned that Echo's is a separatist, it seems. He doesn't like separatists. He seems to like the Empire more than separatists, just because they spent like 3 years fighting.
Yeah, they fought the separatists forever. That was like their whole purpose of existence, was to fight separatists.
Yeah. So they were definitely, well, Echo at least, I think, because he's like the reg. So I think he had more of prejudice against separatist planets than, I guess, the other team members. So yeah, basically they go in there. It was like, yeah, they go in, they rescue him. There's this big, generic battle on these walking tanks, and they escape. And then he's like, no, I shouldn't leave. And they're just like, well, you're not really doing much good if you get captured again. And he's like, oh, good point. So they never really established where they take him.
Nope. No, they did not.
Okay, I guess it was none of our business. So I think the B story was Omega had to stay with Sid. I always think it's funny that
really good at that game.
They got Rhea Perlman to voice this character who was in Cheers, and they're like, we need like a bartender lady. Why don't we get the bartender lady from Cheers to voice her? So I just think it's funny that she's running a bar.
I enjoy her. I enjoy the voice acting and the characters.
She was a lot better in this episode. I think she was less of a bitch in this one.
A little less of a bitch. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah. So she, I think she was like a little bit more like trying to, I guess, not use Omega, but like teach her
in her own little way,
earn her keep. So, but yeah. So I think I liked Omega's story more than the main story with Singh. So
I would agree with that. Although not bad A plot.
Yeah, so basically, I don't know. Did it move the story along at all?
No.
It was sort of like the standalone, I guess.
I feel like this is kind of done. Like the story, like what are they doing next? They just finished paying off the debt for Sid, so I guess they don't have to work for her anymore. So I guess that moved the story along.
But they still need money though.
Oh, I thought she gave I thought they had a big debt with them or something.
Well, she did, but Omega won a bunch of money by playing that Star Wars game with the creatures on the hologram.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she's like really good at it, so she beat a bunch of people and was able won enough money to pay off the debt.
Yep. So they paid it off. So that was the only progression in the plot.
It wasn't kind of her and Wrecker's fault. All that food and stuff they're just putting on the tab,
just munching away.
Whatever those
everlasting big Gobstoppers. So yeah. So I don't know. I'm guessing the rest of the season, like Crosshair, will come back. They're gonna keep transitioning from clones to regular stormtroopers. So yeah, it's kind of like I'm not really excited for what's next. It's just basically like if you were a fan of Clone Wars, this is just like, hey, this is like a dessert for that show.
And they keep saying, hey, our clones are better. He's like, no, we want these secondhand ones that can't hit anything.
Yeah. It's kind of like the first season of Clone Wars. It's the same thing every episode. It's like they're fighting robots, they're fighting droids, they're clones.
For 7 seasons, baby.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll get better if I ever finish.
Is that how long Clone Wars is?
Yep. So they had the first 5.
Wow.
And then they did 2 more a few years down the road.
How many are in a season?
22 episodes. I think 10 episodes.
Jeez.
10 episodes for the last 2. But yeah, it's
30 episodes.
Me so long
There's a lot of them.
I mean, 30-minute episodes.
Yeah, 22 or whatever.
The 2D series. Yeah, so I would check that out. It's only 2 hours of your time. So yeah, that's all I have a bad batch. Let's talk about Rick and Morty now, which Major didn't watch.
No.
Okay. All right.
Sad day.
Yeah. I guess we won't spoil it. I guess we could
No, you can go ahead and spoil it for me. Or I'll say goodbye so I don't get spoiled.
Well, basically, yeah.
All the decoy families.
Yeah.
Yes, it was sort of similar to that episode where they all get taken over by those telepathic slugs. Right? Remember that, Rob?
Yeah. Oh, so Major did leave.
They had to know who was a slug and who wasn't, or who was real and who wasn't. So, yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of funny.
when they were all the Yeah, who was a parasite,
Yeah, so
and
like
they had
who's
all.
real,
They
who's
could
not.
only implant good memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah, so that was similar to this one because we don't know who's real and who's not. And at the very end, we find out that they were all on vacation in space anyway, and they just all decoys killed each other.
Yeah, they ran into Space Bet.
But yeah, it was like typical Rick and Morty shenanigans. Like it starts off with
Yeah.
a simple premise, and it gets crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
And we find out the squids are actually decoy families. And I guess there were never any squids. So who started killing the families then?
Yeah, who started what?
Yeah, did the decoys find out they need to kill their decoys, or
Well, I think it was the decoy. They were basically copies of a copy, so they started getting worse and worse, and I guess that started causing problems down the line.
oh, that's
And
right,
the
because
one,
decoys
and
are
I guess the
decoys, so they're gonna
squids
be
were
lazier.
like
Yeah,
the original decoy families were probably the squids, I guess, in my opinion.
yeah. What'd you think of the after credits scene with Jerry, who just can't die?
Oh yeah, yeah. What they just would.
I guess he got his comeuppance for leaving the other decoys behind.
Yeah, that was kind of messed up of them.
Yeah, so I guess he got what he was coming
Not
to.
enough varnish for everybody, or whatever he
He
said.
didn't last long when he was on his own, though. So
No.
it was probably better just. Yeah, it would have been funny. It would have been better off he just died. So
They reinvented Christianity.
yeah, I was like, they're doing Christianity again.
I wonder how many years later that was.
I don't know. I guess
Like he would look more beat up by then. Some
yeah,
super varnish on there.
yeah. So yeah, it was like just typical Rick and Morty episode. So I don't know. I guess the next one premieres tonight at 10,
11.
11. Okay. I don't think I'll probably. I think I'll probably just buy it on Amazon again, like I did. It's only like $2 if you buy it on Amazon.
That's not bad.
So yeah,
Since I'm off work tomorrow, I'll probably just watch it live tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did when Better Call Saul was coming out each week. I would just buy it because I don't think I had cable, or I think I do have cable. I just forgot to watch it on cable, so I was like, I'll just buy it.
Yeah, I got YouTube TV, which is pretty much cable.
Yeah, it's just
with like an unlimited
DVR,
DVR, which is a really nice feature.
Like Adult Swim or Cartoon Network or HBO Max, and just like, forget about it every month, and you're like losing $10.
Instead of making you buy each episode, like they should have like a season pass thing or something.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was a good episode. I can't really remember that much from it. It was just like decoys kill each other. Then we find out the real family, if that was the real family.
Yeah, they just kept going out.
But I think we've learned in this show that death means nothing because Rick's died several times. He's either had a clone, or he's either inserted his consciousness into a clone, or a different alternate version of himself. So even if they are the decoy family, it doesn't matter because technically, like the family they're with now is like, from an alternate dimension anyway because they left them all behind the Cronenberg world, right?
Oh yeah, that's the Cronenberg world is the original world C-137 is from.
Yeah. So, you actually know the actual numbers and letters. Good for you. But yeah, but
well, that's where the C-137 in my gamer tag is.
They're not decoys. It doesn't matter. It's death means nothing, and like no, I don't think anyone's the original in the show anymore.
Yeah, I think this is an episode kind of like the writers actually showing you, hey, there's like a lot of Ricks out there.
Yeah, it's like this isn't even like the Council of Ricks. This was just like Ricks that Rick made in this particular universe.
Yeah, and then those Ricks started making Ricks.
Yeah, well, there was that episode last season where like, there was this whole planet of Ricks and Mortys living together.
Oh, and when they got down the line, they started going to androids. And the androids made like a Tin Man looking family, and then it went down to like scarecrows and wood.
Well, I imagine the Council of Rick.
And then whatever that real messed up looking Rick was.
Well, he was like killing real ones and like using their skin to, look real, I think so. But like Rick was like,
this guy's real obsessed with skin.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a good episode. So I'll try to remember to watch the one tonight, or I'll just probably spy it tomorrow. So
Yeah, in the trailer for the new one, they got it looks like the female captain.
I like to go in fresh because I like what's fun about the show, like not knowing where it's going to go. You know,
well, you saw Captain Planet.
Yeah, so
we'll show see. Captain Planet.
So, yeah, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So that's all I got. I guess Major's gone, and short episode, but we didn't have Matt or Tip here or Spencer or whatever his name is to elaborate.
Yeah.
So I think Matt usually has a lot of he likes to extrapolate on his feelings of each episode. So
yeah,
I'm just kind of like in there. I'm just sort of like my analysis page is just like show good, show bad. That's basically
yeah.
That's how deep I get. So yeah, we'll see. So I guess we got 2 more episodes of Loki. How many episodes of Rick and Morty this season? Like 10?
I'm not real sure actually.
They could probably
I'm sure Cartoon Network's
do 13, but they're probably like, nah, we can only do 10.
Oh, with the Decoy Family one, did you catch the password for when he's walking in there and he makes everyone freeze?
No,
he's like password 80085. And when you type that into the calculator. And then like the second Rick came in, he was like password 8 =, capital D.
8 was A =,
capital D.
Okay, yeah. I get it. I like the reference to Star Fox. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Before Andros
come get some
with gloves.
Yeah, that was funny. It was so. Yeah, is that an actual thing? Was like that an actual like hologram thing, or is that like an actual character?
It was like Andros, the final boss in Star Fox, is like basically just a head with two hands.
Yeah, I've seen like pictures and little videos of it, but I haven't played it.
I've only played Star Fox before. There was like some other Star Fox games that I never played because I never had a GameCube or a Switch. So
I grew up with PlayStation.
Yeah, I grew up with Xbox and the first.
I might be getting a Switch like soon.
That's been out for like 6 years though. They gotta be like, what's the next generation for Nintendo? Are they even doing one?
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Well, because like PS5 is out, and so is Series X. Is that what it's called now? I don't even know or care.
Yeah, the new Xbox
or Series S, whatever. Yeah, like I don't care until like Halo.
Series X and Series S.
Next, like even like they're releasing the multiplayer for free for Halo.
For Halo. And is it going to be on Xbox One as well, or is it just on the Series X?
A Series X just because the newest game should be played on the newest console. I guess I'm just a purist that way, but
I'll probably get it when the prices go down because there's none out there, and it's just like scalper price selling them for like $1,200 on the MSRP. There's like a chip shortage going on. No one has them in stock. That's why scalpers are selling them online for $1,200 right now.
Oh wow, the supply chain's all messed up. Stupid
hackers. Yeah.
So
yeah, it's some chip shortage.
Well, I know the hackers messed with the pipeline or something like that. So there was that's why there was a shortage of oil. So it's like cyber crimes getting out of control.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I know it's kind of funny. Like everyone's like the world's getting back to normal. Then there's all these shortages now.
Yeah.
So, like one problem's replaced by another. So this always seems good.
Yeah. Because I was actually thinking of upgrading to one. They actually do have a upgrade system where you can trade in your Xbox right now with Microsoft.
Oh, really?
You pay. It's a $35 a month, and it comes with a 24-month subscription of the All Access. So you get Xbox Live.
I thought you
could upgrade
your Xbox One for an Xbox Series X.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
But it's after you pay at least 12 or 18 payments, though. You don't get it immediately as like a one-time payment.
$200.
It's once you get that's around like $400, I think.
That's how much an actual one is, though.
MSRP is like $500, but that's also figuring in that all access thing too.
I mean, yeah, I guess if I got like save a
2-year plan.
Yeah, I guess I would probably look into it. But it just sounds like I could just buy one. Because to be fair, I'm never getting an Xbox One again once I get a Series X. So
pretty powerful system. I'm wondering if it'll fit on my shelf.
Do I have to have it stand up like the Xbox 360?
I actually Googled that. It looks like you can lay it on its side.
Okay, yeah, because
it's just made to stand up though.
It's just not gonna fit my TV. My TV armoire, whatever you call it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think it'll fit on that shelf under my TV.
Yeah,
it looks pretty bulky.
Did you see the Xbox Series X fridge?
Oh yeah.
I think I showed you that. So, like,
yeah.
You still have a fridge in your bedroom, don't you?
No.
Okay.
No, that was when I lived in Colombia.
Yeah. You should.
That fridge broke.
You don't have to like walk downstairs get a beer.
That was a nice mini fridge. It was it was like my end table next to my bed and my little mini fridge in college.
I always had a mini fridge when I was
I had a glass door and a digital temperature sensor on it and everything.
Yeah. I always kept my mini fridge in my cabin when I was at camp. So I have the sun drop whenever I wanted to. So good times. And especially like when it's like freaking like 95 degrees outside all day, you know, you need something nice and cool. So, but yeah, that's all I got. So we'll check out Rick and Morty tonight, and I guess we'll talk about. I think we should probably just like exclude Bad Batch from future episodes. Anyone's really enthused about it.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like
I'm getting virtually no enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're just doing it for the podcast at this point, I guess.
Because like I'm sure like Clone Wars fans, like y'all have all seen the Clone Wars, like the whole series, and y'all don't even like.
I haven't.
Yeah, I don't imagine this show lasting more than like 3 seasons at most. It's like Disney just automatically renews stuff in Star Wars, so like people are gonna watch it. But I think Rebels only lasted 3 or 4 seasons, so I don't imagine this lasting as nowhere near as long as Clone Wars. Then again, unless they pick things up, you know. So because they're kind of just like, you know,
it's all right. It's just every episode kind of feels the same.
There's just like so many episodes. I think it seems like Disney cares more about quantity than quality. You know, they just care about keeping eyeballs on their subscription service.
Yeah,
so like,
Marvel's
doing
the other way around.
Writing, you know, we just need this show to come out, and we need people. You know, people have a reason to keep subscribing. But you know, I'm probably gonna lose my subscription after Loki's done because I don't know when the next Marvel Disney Plus show is supposed to come out, or even Mandalorian season 3. So.
Yeah,
I'm sure next year will be crazy. They'll have something like every month, so you can have a regular subscription. Like we'll have a different Star Wars and Disney Plus show, or a different Marvel show and a different Star Wars show, just to keep you addicted.
Yeah, keep your subscription going.
Yeah, but I think 2 weeks from now, I'm probably gonna lose Disney Plus because Bad Batch is just not keeping my interest. So
yeah, once you got Loki and everything out of the way.
Yep. So I don't know what's after Loki. I think the Miss Marvel show.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. What's
and
next?
Hawkeye, which Miss Marvel's like another character no one's heard of. But and what sucks is like the woman who wrote the 3rd episode of Loki, which is like my least favorite, is the showrunner for Miss Marvel. So I'm just like, oh, great. It'll be great. So, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try to stay positive. You know,
yeah.
Hopefully, we'll have some better viewing options. But that's it for me. This is the episode. I don't think I'm going to bother plugging the email or Twitter. I think I'll put it in the description underneath the YouTube video. So
yeah, everybody says see below.
Yeah,
I'm
forced.
That was Major, and I'm Robbie.
All right. See you next time, everyone. Peace.